Here we are at the perfect time and the perfect place, showing up with an open mind and all this space. Anything can happen here, we all play a part. Here's an invitation to the center of the heart. Take my hand, here we go. What's the plan? We don't have to know. Take a breath, make a start. Welcome home to the center of the heart. Here we are at the perfect time and the perfect place, showing up with an open mind and all this space. Anything can happen here, we all play our part. We're all in this together at the center of the heart. Take my hand, here we go. What's the plan? We don't have to know. Take a breath, make a start. Welcome home to the center of the heart. Welcome home to the center of the heart.
You're going to have to respond loudly. Good morning, Unity Payson.
Good morning.
Thank you. And good morning to all those of you who are joining us virtually. We're delighted that you're here with us as we come together this morning to talk about, of all things, love. In this February month of love, today we say love is all around us. Let us take a moment to breathe, to feel the energy of love that's always there as we open in prayer. God of all goodness, part of the good that we see, part of the good that we envision, part of the good that we hope for, the good that we believe in, we don't have to ask it to come. We don't have to ask it to show itself. It is here. It is around us because not only is it around, it's also within us. From that initial bit of creation down through all of history, through all of the other creation that has occurred, love is what things are made of, including us. And so we are grateful this morning that love is all around us and that we are love. Bless us as we consider this together this morning. We are grateful for each and every one who is here, who is listening, who is with us and shows with all the rest of us this symbol of the oneness that we are. We are grateful. And so it is. So we'll join together for our opening song, and it is Wing. Oh, My Soul is Welcome Here. I was almost on another one. I'll let Betty take over from here.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome.
My soul is welcome
here. I think that's one of those songs that goes on and on a very long time, and so I think we edited that down. Well, welcome. Good morning to Unity of Payson. Welcome everybody online also. We're glad that you were, yeah, I'm glad we're with you too. So if you're here in person, we invite you to stay after. Tom, once again, let's see, he made cupcakes last week, and this week he made cookies. Muffins. They had little tops on, cinnamon tops on. And if you're with us online, please do stay after, because Rev Neal would like to personally greet you afterwards. And I see people showing up here online. Mary Ann and Ed is with us, and our mystery person, Samsung, and of course, Miss Donna and Sammy, and of course, Tom shows up on there also.
Samsung
So
is
that we can have
Frosty.
our...
That's Frosty.
Oh, that's right. Oh, good. Thanks, Donna. Hi, Frosty. We should try and remember that. So let's say our blessing together as we welcome each other and anybody new. And together, we love you, we bless you, and we welcome you. And now's the time for gratitudes. You know, it's such a beautiful time of year. I think we all have things to be grateful for. When you look at some of the weather around the world, it's like, oh yeah, Payson's a really lovely place to live. And so we're also grateful for all the activities that we had this past week. And Ram has our microphone if anybody here in person has a gratitude. And if you have a gratitude online, if you would like to unmute and give us your gratitude, or anyone here in person. Like I said, I'm always excited when spring rolls around and the little shoots. I saw my daffodils are up about 4 or 5 inches, and I can't wait for them to bloom. So, we have a few more people coming on, Bobby and Kay Butler. So welcome. And if you have a gratitude, you can let us know the gratitude. They're all getting themselves situated. Any gratitudes here in person? Okay, and so unity is grounded in affirmative prayer and in meditation. And we have trained prayer chaplains to pray with you. And yes, we have both Sue and myself here in person. We hold them sacred and confidential. We pray over them for 30 days here, and they're sent on to Silent Unity, where they are prayed on for another 30 days. During the week, if you would like prayer support, you can send your request to neil.unityofpayson@gmail.com. And here in person, we always have the prayer box out if you'd like to fill out a request. And we hold it as a sacred, I don't want to say task, a sacred calling to do our prayer work. So please do not hesitate. And we move on to our theme. This is the last Sunday for our theme this month. And the theme is love. And let's say this affirmation together. Love, the very essence of our being, surrounds us, supports us, flows through us, and becomes us. Wouldn't that be wonderful if we could all stand in the truth of that we have become love? And Rev Neal's talk this morning is Love is All Around You. And our metaphysical moment, I switched it up to be more in keeping with our theme. And so the word is love. And the affirmation is, I celebrate and share God's love. Frilly paper hearts and greeting cards and flowers, candy, there are so many ways to bring my love to my dear ones. These tokens of affection, some touching, others tender, share the message of my heart. They also remind me to share my love freely and generously. I need not wait for a special occasion to let others know how I feel about them. I do not stop at showing love to those who are close to me. The love that is in me has its origin in the heart of God. As a divine being, this love is part of me and mine to share, an aspect of my spiritual inheritance. I see the world through the eyes of love. I speak gently and act humanely and emphatically and kindly, I would add. I do not hesitate to help, and I find joy in service, compassion, kindness, generosity. There are so many ways to bring my love to everyone. And from 1 Corinthians, let all that you do be done in love. And now Rev Neal has his message for us.
Tell me the name for the art of paper folding.
Origami.
Origami. Remember origami? Well, that was an art that began in the 2nd century in China, but then it quickly went over to Japan, and in the 6th century, it became a Japanese opportunity to celebrate rituals, sacred ceremonies with folded paper. But it hasn't left this world. Matter of fact, it's taken a new turn. NASA scientists have been inspired by origami, the folding, and in their case, it's not paper, but of other things. They have a New World Mission project that seeks to look into the universe and observe planets around the stars to find out a little bit more about us and our life. The challenge, however, is that the star is so bright that the planets can't be observed. The answer? A star shade. It's only as big as about a football field, or half of a football field. So, a challenge in getting that star shield up there. NASA studied origami and found out that they could fold that star shade into a rocket. And when that was folded into the rocket, launched into space, put in line with a telescope, suddenly that which could not be seen was able to be observed. And so now we can look at the planets around some of the distant stars. Well, it's interesting how that unfolding occurs. And I want Donna said she's going to help me. Donna's online. Donna, would you give us just a little view of this? There's a video that she's going to share to give us an idea of how this massive thing, this is a working model, so it's just not large as the big one. But Donna, go ahead, please. Notice it began to unfold. Wow, and that's only the core of it. That's the core. Then there are leaves like the leaves of a sunflower that go beyond that. And that star shield. I almost said stream.
Star
Shade. Okay. Thank you. Everybody, I need help this morning, I guess. That star shade unfolds, and suddenly the world is much bigger for us. We've been talking about love, and we've been talking about love as that all good stuff, energy, if you will, from which everything is made. All of creation that we see begins in a divine mix of, from the cosmos, we have this intelligent divine energy that is universal energy destined for good in the world, the very basis of creation. Even scientists, quantum scientists now tell us that love is that stuff, that substance from which everything is made. And because it comes into the world, it doesn't stop ever. It is all around us. And thus the title for this message, Love is All Around You. Love, too, is the very essence of you. You know, that love which we talked about as being attractive, as being harmonious, as being unified, that love is part of us. It's sort of like that great love, as great as we can think of that great love, is an ocean, and we being a wave, that whole ocean, the nature, the essence of that whole ocean is in the wave. That nature of love that is the grand good for all of creation is there in us, the same love. So love is around us. And then, as we say in our prayer for protection every week, the love of God enfolds me. And we go on to say, I am love, because we recognize that relationship, that love is within us. It's as though in human terms, we are clasped in the arms of love. We're just enfolded with that. And it wants to get in every nook and cranny of our being, or wants us to be aware that it is in every nook and cranny of our being. It saturates us as we allow it. So I like what I call words of spiritual counsel. Sometimes I talk about a key spiritual truth. Today it's spiritual counsel. Let your love unfold. Like that star shade that unfolds to become something massive that allows us to know the world in a new way. Let your love unfold. And that's what I want to focus on today, this letting your love unfold. And unfolding means we're bringing something into view or into our understanding that we didn't have before. We didn't see the planets out there. There's a lot about love that we haven't seen because we haven't seen it or allowed it to unfold in our lives. A great analogy, of course, is plants. And this is the time of the year to talk about that. Brown, you have to bear with me. Probably for the next month, we're going to be talking a lot about plants. You get to correct me whenever I need to be corrected. But take, for example, a rose. First, you see nothing but leaves and then a tiny bud, and that bud gets bigger and just like ready to burst, and then it slowly unfolds. And we see what we could only imagine before. Time-lapse photography lets us see that in action. But take another plant. Take an oak tree. Oak tree begins as a small acorn. Kind of hard, looks dead. But it goes into the ground, falls into the ground perhaps, and breaks open, and that seed, the acorn, begins to unfold. First, a little sprout. Then a little shoot. Eventually a sapling. And then a young tree, and finally a mature tree. When I spent some time in Sweden, living in a very rural area where not much else was around, I took a hike, and I always loved the hike where I would go by what was called a 1,000-year oak. It's a beautiful grand oak tree, mature. And it all started with that little acorn 1,000 years ago and slowly unfolded into the beauty that it was, giving a great amount of shade, enriching the world in so many ways. Same is true of that divine love that is a part of and in us. That tiny seed of love, maybe we only see a tiny seed at first, is ready to emerge into the world, is ready to unfold. There's a scripture in the Christian scriptures from the Gospel of John that talks about if you don't let a seed fall into the ground and die, it's as though it's dead. Nothing will happen. But when it's put in the ground and allowed, it emerges and eventually brings fruit. That's the very nature of the love that is in and all around us. It wants to unfold. You've seen that in people. You've seen a scrawny kid unfold bit by bit and grow up into a world leader. You've seen a person that comes from very humble means grow up into one that demonstrates compassion on a global level. You've even probably seen that a little bit in yourself. Something you never thought would be possible. You look back and say, wow, something has unfolded in me. And I say that that something is love. This is true of my own experience. I grew up, as most of you know, the son of a Baptist preacher. And as I grew up, I turned from that teaching of my youth, took a little different track, and took the position, well, I'd never do that. I'd never become a pastor or a minister. It happened slowly, kind of snuck up on me. Eventually, I took an interest in unity teaching and metaphysical understanding, studied it, was really fascinated by that. It really struck a chord with me. And then I came to Payson. After having studied and become a licensed unity teacher, ready to teach, and decided that I would apply to be spiritual leader. And that's 6 years ago, or close to 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And, but I never expected that. I never expected my life to unfold in that way. And I know you have a similar story yourself, that unexpectedly you emerge into a greatness. You know, sometimes it doesn't seem all that great, but it is a greatness that you never expected. But what about if we did that intentionally? What about if we knew that love is all there is? Love is all around us. And intentionally, we unfold to allow that love to be demonstrated in our world. We talk about being expressions of the divine. What about if we really did it intentionally? We're all going to do it in our own unique way. I want to just talk to you about why that's so important. If you remain just a seed, you make no mark on your world, on other people, on yourself even, or on the world at large. Just stay a seed, and you won't emerge into something greater. You have to plant, and sometimes it depends on what you plant in your consciousness. Well, always it depends on what you plant in your consciousness and what you see as you unfold. Whatever you sow, that's the same thing you're going to reap. Rumi puts it this way, and I like he's back at trees. I'm with trees today. Every tree, every growing thing as it grows says this truth: you harvest what you sow. You can see how it's important to be intentional about this. You may pay no attention to your unfolding. You're just being urged. There's a divine urge for you to unfold, but you pay no attention to it. You may even trample on that seed. You may let a little dream die quickly and go away. Your unique expression, or the potential of your unique expression in the world. Or you may fail to nourish your dream. It's there, but you don't give it any food. You don't give it any air. You just let it be without nourishment. The same as with the plant. Without nourishment, it's going to wither, and so will your dream. Important to pay attention to your unfolding. You could also be distracted from your unfolding. So easy to be distracted. We think about so many things. We get so absorbed sometimes in our own wants and our own ego pursuits. I want to make this happen in my life. That's a distraction. Simply a distraction. That's self-absorption. The cares of the world, there's a lot of things that come along in life that can distract us from that intention to unfold in love. And we could be like Sancho Panza. We could tilt at tempting windmills. That's fun. It doesn't take us anyplace. We don't pay attention nor refuse to be distracted from our unfolding. You can even let somebody else steal your dream. You can say, my dream's not that important. They need this. I better take care of that. Oh, if I could just help them. And you lose track of your dream, your unfolding love, because you don't pay appropriate attention to the self that is just wanting to burst into the world, unfold, and show a beauty that's never been part of your life before. Or you may succumb to fear. Sometimes it's risky to unfold. What about if you have an urge and say, oh, but if I do that, maybe something will happen, something I don't like. And so we don't take risks. We get caught up and say, but I should do this or I ought to do that. And the should-haves and the ought-tos take over. But they're really fears. Fears. We succumb to fear. Succumb to the fear of, what will somebody else think of me? If I do this crazy thing that I want to do, that's just wanting to bust out in me, this expression of love in the world, what will, who? Parents, family, friends, associates, what will they think of me? So fear can be the killer. So we take the distractions, we take the tendency not to pay attention to that love within us, which wants to emerge in our own unique way. And thus we miss it. We don't sow. And we don't sow what we really desire to reap. Remember that key spiritual counsel, let your love unfold. Let your love unfold. Well, how do you do that? I found as I was putting this together, there was a lot of L's. So we get some L's and it'll help you remember. Let love. There's two words that start with L. Sometimes it's not about making, well, never it's about not making love, but letting love. Love is let love. Stay away from your own self-interests that don't even give anybody else consideration. Don't manufacture that love. Don't do it out of obligation. Let love flow through you. That's part of our affirmation. Love flows through it as we allow and expresses then in the world, and we, as though it is, become that love. There's in the translation of the Bible called the Living Bible, it put it this way: let love guide your life. Let love guide your life. That's one set of L's. But I think the big one, and we talked about this in Saturday's Old Booze yesterday, is listen. Listen inward and listen with ears to the outside world. Listen inward first. Listen to that intuitive voice within that's just saying, this is the direction to go. Try this. Listen and become good at listening. You'll have to spend time in a little bit of quiet to get there. But if you do, the reward will be great. As you listen, you express an authentic love that's much like the creative love that spawned the whole of the universe. It can be exactly like it, but as the more you listen, the closer you're going to express that in the world. Listen to that small inner voice. But listen to that person whom you're called to love. One of the greatest gifts we can give to people is to listen to them, to be present to them, not to tell them what to do, not even to ask them what they want, but to listen to them. Because sometimes listening is the most loving thing we can do. So easy to get talking real quick. Listen. Listen to the inner voice. Listen to that one, that other person, whom you're next to whom you're called to relate. And then I like this. This also came out. Pam mentioned this in Saturday Soul Boost yesterday. Love wastefully. That's something that John Shelby Spong, Bishop Spong, a friend of Unity, said, love wastefully. Don't feel like you're going to give away more than you've got. Just love it as though you can be wasteful with your love. So you got those things. Let love, allow love to come through you. Listen to the inner voice. Listen to that one whom you're given to love. And love wastefully. That key spiritual counsel again is let your love unfold. Like the star shade, I have help at my house. Thank you, Donna. Like the star shade, I'm going to bring this up to the camera so maybe everybody can see it. Let your love unfold. A little bit of origami. Let your love unfold. And so it is. We're going now to our meditation song as we prepare to spend a little time listening for that still, small voice.
God is love, that love surrounds me. In that love I safely dwell. 'Tis above, beneath, within me. Love is mine, and all is well. God is love, pure love. God is love, sweet love. That love is mine, mine, and all is well. God is life, that life surrounds me. In that life I safely dwell. 'Tis above, beneath, within me. Life is mine, and all is well. God is life, pure life. God is life, sweet life. That life is mine, mine, and all is well. God is peace, that peace surrounds me. In that peace I safely dwell. 'Tis above, beneath, within me. Peace is mine, and all is well. God is peace, pure peace. God is peace, sweet peace. That peace is mine, mine, and all is well.
We'll leave it there, Tom, even if there is more.
I'll have to escape.
Okay. Go back to that first book. Love is mine, sweet love. Wish I had the text in front of me. Anybody remember it? Love is mine, sweet. But that love surrounds me. In that love I safely dwell. 'Tis above, beneath, within me. Love is mine, and all is well. God is love, pure love. God is love, sweet love. God is love, and all is well. Let's take some time now to Listen to Spirit. There won't be any words for our meditation this morning, but I want to introduce you to this. I want you to remember that love is the essence of your being. Love is all around you. Love wants to flow through you. Love wants to express into the world from you. But you say, oh, I don't know how to do that. I don't quite know how to go about that. And I take us back. Let love and listen. So as we go into meditation this morning, let's listen for love. Listen for love's call, love's instruction, love's direction. Come now into that quiet place. Listen and see what love has to say. Are you hearing that still, small voice? That director of love. That voice that knows you better than you know yourself. That voice that will give you every tool you need to allow love to emerge into your life, will allow love to unfold. Take what you learn, what you hear in this quietness. Take it seriously. Take it as a gentle direction that will allow you to be the you that you were designed to be, allow you to experience that greatness that you are, allow you to be love in the world. And we bring our attention back to this time and this place. Having heard the voice, knowing more confidently what is mine to do, what is next for me. So we open our eyes and bring ourselves back to this time and this place in gratitude. I want to say something more as we're coming back. We did last week. Let me show everybody. You see it? This beautiful heart box full of rose quartz. If it's your intention to let love unfold for you, and you're here in person, I invite you after the service, no big ceremony, come up and take a piece of that rose quartz. That's going to remind you of the energy of love. That may even infuse you with a little bit of that energy as you seek to be that love into the world. So just come and take a piece of that rose quartz. Beautiful rose quartz. I'm showing that to those of you who are on. If you're with us online, you know how to get a hold of me. neal.unityofpayson@gmail.com. Let me know that it's your intention to let love unfold in your life. I'll send you a piece of that quartz. And together, love will be made manifold, another fold there, through us as we allow love in our life and in our world through us. So it is.
Thank you, Reverend Neal. I liked the imagery. And thanks, Donna, for the cool little origami. Well, now it's the time for our gifts and our offerings. We're grateful for all the gifts as it supports this larger community. And in a minute, you'll hear a song, and you'll have time, if you're with us online, you can see the slides that are up on how to donate. Or you can always go to Unity of Payson and go to the donate button. And you can always do that during the week. And here in person, we'll be passing the basket. And so let's call to mind your heart's desire, that love desire that you just were in contact with. And let's say our affirmation together. Freely we give and freely we receive. And our song is Let Your Love Unfold.
Remember as a child you dreamed of flying to the sky. Now there's nothing stopping you but doubts inside your own mind. You know that you can be whatever you would like to be. Your time has finally come. The world is ready now to see you. Let your love unfold. Let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. Let your love unfold. Let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. Yes, you have the power to make anything so. Only you and God know where you are really meant to go. Rest assured that all your dreams are born to come true. If you just find your strength inside and let it shine on through. Let your love unfold. Let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. Let your love unfold. Let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. But do you love yourself as you know you should do? You are a child of God, no wall you can't break through. You've just got to believe that your great destiny awaits. All your wildest dreams will turn into your certain fate. So let your love unfold. Let your love unfold. It will change the world starting with you. Let your love unfold. Let your love unfold. It will change the world, starting with you. Let your love unfold. Let your love unfold. It will change the world, starting with you. Let your love unfold. Let your love unfold. It will change the world. It will change the world. It will change the world. Starting with you. Starting with you.
Always grateful for the gifts and the givers. Let's step over here. Grateful as this goes out into the community. Let's charge it up with our energy as we say together, divine love flowing through us, blesses and multiplies all that we are, all that we have, all that we give, and all that we receive. We are abundantly prosperous, and we give thanks. And so next month we begin a new theme.
Did we decide, sir?
Yes, I have it here.
Oh, okay, I didn't get it.
You didn't get it. Okay, the theme for March is growth. And the affirmation or the talk title for Rev Neal next week is, what kind of dirt are you spreading around? So I got a little chuckle out of that one. So now I'm going to share a few announcements. And of course, we always have lots of activities going on, especially on Zoom during the week. So do be sure to either pick up a calendar. Well, let's see, I think those are February's. Check your Monday email for the upcoming schedule. I know Terry sends it out separate from just the week's activities. There's an entire month all at one time. And so we have our next week of the book study, Life Visioning with Michael Beckwith. And that is on Monday from 3 to 4:30. That's here in the fellowship hall and also online. It's a hybrid. And that is facilitated, of course, by our own Rev Neal. And that's been a really good group. And of course, every Saturday at 4 o'clock is Saturday Soul Boost. And once again, that's on Zoom. And all of these are on a love offering donation basis. And that's a brief, casual, fun discussion of the monthly theme and the lesson for the week. And then I just wanted to mention that next week, being the first Sunday, is potluck. It'll be with the Methodist Church next door. And so be sure to bring something yummy. And all you that are sitting at home, you show up and you bring something fun, because it's always a good time. And then I also just wanted to mention the gift shop and the library in the back, and that is self-serve. There's some new things out there, some bath soaps and salts, and of course, always our jewelry. So do check that out. And so now we have a PS from Neal.
Just want to mention too that morning coffee 9:30 on Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday and Saturday. And if you haven't gotten a chance to jump in on that on Zoom yet, please do. It's a really neat experience. I think we're at that time where those of us here are going to circle up for a moment as we sing the peace song and the prayer for protection. Those of you who are with us online, hang in there. I'd like to greet you for just a moment. And remember, if your intention is to let love unfold, come get a piece of rose quartz, or let me know and I will get you a piece of rose quartz that Tom got for us when he was down in Tucson. And so here we go. Let there be peace on earth.
me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be, with God as creator, family are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me, and this is the moment now. With every step I take, this is my joyous thought. I take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
And we say the prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. And the presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is and all is well. Thank you so much for being here. Chocolate chip cookies in the back. Thanks from Tom. For those of you here, and now we'll take a look at the gallery here and be grateful. Thank you, Donna, for several things contributing to that service. In case you didn't get it, everybody, Donna made this little origami thing here. This Let Your Love Unfold. That's Donna. Thank you, Donna.
Very clever.
And Frosty, you are so faithful, and I am so grateful. And I wish I could visit you more often. I just don't come down to the valley very much. What a lovely, lovely, lovely expression of love in the world you are. Ed, our president of the board, thank you. Things going well down in Aho, I hope. Bobby is with us, and I know I'm getting to know Bobby a little bit. She's something special. So thank you for being here with us. Kay, I know you're in the middle of a writing project. Bless you in that as you go on. And Marianne, of course, the very heart of Unity of Payson and the networking center as well. Thank you all for being here this morning, and we'll see you all again soon. Bless and bye for now.